being Lisa. Hello, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I didn't expect. I just say, you know what? Let me go live on YouTube for a minute. While I'm waiting for something. Y'all come on in. Please give it a thumbs up when you come in. This is just being Lisa with another video. I know I haven't made a video in a few days, but I've been kind of under the weather, but I'm here today. If you missed it, please go back and watch it. Again, this is just being Lisa. You all saw the topic, and the topic it was, let's discuss the teacher and student fighting in the class recently. I got a thumbs up, but I don't see a person, but that's okay. Hello, Miss Jean. Hello, Miss Charlene. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I decided to pull up on YouTube. I did. Got to come over here and work with you too. Hey, Miss Matt Carter. Hello. Thank y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all. I was about to fall asleep. Waiting for somebody to help me take out these crochets, because I'm telling you, I do not feel like it. My arm don't even feel like it. But I will wash it and condition it in when I take a shower and then blow it out. Hello, Miss Shirley. Hello, Miss Harris. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Y'all, I'm feeling those boxes, and my cousin couldn't come today, but he called and he told me he'll be here tomorrow. So hopefully we'll go ahead and get that done. Hello, Miss White. Hello, honey. Hello, Miss Scott. How y'all doing? Thank you. Y'all hit that thumbs up button when you come in. Hit it for your girl, Lisa. Y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. I started talking about it over on Facebook earlier today. And I wanted to come over and get YouTube's opinion. Miss Jean. And Miss Jean can talk a little over here, and maybe they won't ban her. Hello, Miss Yvette. That's right. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. All right, here we go, y'all. We're talking about the teacher. I want y'all to give me y'all opinions about the student and the teacher. Everybody been seeing the video. Just a little short clip, but the thing now, be mindful. We don't know what happened, before they actually started filming. And it's coming from everywhere. I'm getting it from everywhere, y'all. I'm getting this video from everywhere. Let's hope I don't get in trouble, but your girl Lisa take chances. Here it is. Y'all look. That's the teacher, y'all. All right, okay. All right, for the ones of you who was not expecting that, I got 10 on here and only 8 thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. Here goes again for the people who did not know I was about to show that. I'm just going to react to it. That's all I'm doing, YouTube. Just a quick minute, which we know more than a minute happened. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Y'all be looking now. I don't know, Miss Jean. The girl in the black is the teacher, Miss Harry. The one in the black is the teacher. The one that's on the ground is the student. The teacher is the one. I'm not sure what she got on, y'all. The teacher's on top. Not sure what she got on. And I think that's the teacher saying somebody get a effing teacher. Okay, let's talk. Let's chop it up. I'm listening. Was the teacher wrong? Was the teacher wrong? Which one was the teacher? Okay. Yeah, but at the end, if you look now, the teacher was trying to restrain her. Hey, Miss Rosemary. See, did y'all see it from the start? See, that's the student talking about you ain't keep nobody on the phone. Y'all finna give me my shit. That's what the girl said. Let me wind this back, cause y'all ain't being fair. Hold on a minute. Let Doc wind this back, cause y'all ain't being right about this whole situation. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a situation, honey. It don't got to be it ain't no situation, honey. It's a situation. See? Y'all see it? That's the teacher. The teacher's on the top. The girl on the bottom, she don't say she gonna give me my effing phone. But look what the teacher doing now. Look now, she trying to restrain her. Teacher should have walked out before the fighting to get help. She had the phone in her hand trying to call. Nobody answered from the office. That's the girl hollering. All right, that's Miss Mary right there. Well, Miss Mary cooking. Miss Mary be that woman is a cooking woman. God knows she is. Child, some fries. Look at that. Look at that. What Miss Mary got. Ooh, child. Miss Mary need to invite me to dinner. Look. Wait a minute. See, look. See, she ain't got no business up there, y'all. Look at her. She ain't got no business up there. See? All right. I think y'all don't see it enough. But let me get back in the comment because y'all talking about Lisa over here. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see. Hello, Miss Rosemary. My teachers didn't dress like that when I was going to school. Jesus help. Miss Jean, that's why you be over there in jail all the time, baby. No, she wasn't wrong. Be careful what you ask for. Come on. That Miss Harris say. Oh my God, what in the world? That what Miss Scott said. Y'all gotta be careful about this talking too loud, cause you know I get the coughing. Teacher should have walked out before the fighting to get help, okay, Miss Mike Carter? The teacher was wrong because in this day and age, you cannot put your hands on no one's child over a phone, okay? I'm surprised the teacher didn't run in now. Why the students didn't go get nobody? Why they just stood there and taped it? Now remember, I hear what you said, Miss Yvette, but that child ain't had no business up there behind the teacher desk. That's for starters. She had no business up there by her desk. She did. Remember, I run a classroom. I don't go in their personal space and they don't come in mine. And you don't look around me when they show. See some other clips to this. This is just a little short clip. But it's where they shows in the handbook. You can confiscate a phone. So, and the teacher had, y'all couldn't see it in here, but she had the phone in her hand trying to call for some help. Nobody in the office answered the phone. Okay, I feel like the young lady was wrong from trying to grab her phone, and I feel like the student was wrong, and also the teacher. I think that's what you're saying, Miss Jean. Okay, you don't put your hand on the children, but these phones, if they say that they're not supposed to be in the classroom, why are they in there? If the student hadn't never been up there, this would have never happened. Give me some feedback. Hey, Miss Monica, give me some feedback, y'all. If y'all hit them thumbs up button, you know, y'all got to hit them up for your girl. We got to get this going over here. But if the student, I mean, let's just be honest. If that student went up there by that desk, none of this would happen. None of it. She could have let the mother or whoever dealt with about that phone. She had no business up there. I mean, she did. She had no business behind that teacher desk. I'm gonna have to say what's right now. Nobody else didn't hear all that commotion. I don't know, Miss Mike Carter. Everybody not saying they minding the business. They minding the business that pays them. They're walking their own dogs. That's how they putting it. Hey, Miss Monica. Student should have stayed in a seat. Miss Charlene said, I agree. See, let me tell you. A lot of times, we can hold down a lot of stuff if we stay in our place. You have to stay in your place. The teacher can walk all over the room. She really can. You can walk all over your classroom. But if it's going to cause a disturbance or it's going to cause somebody to get mad, because like with me, I'm a counselor. You know, if something like that happens, I'm going to try to go to, baby, we're going to talk about this after the class, okay? We're not going to disrupt the class. You had your phone. We're going to settle this right after, okay, baby? That's how I talk to my students. Oh, no, child, they ain't got no button now. And then, let me tell you, they did used to have a button, Miss Ivette. But, baby, ain't nobody picking up no buttons. Ain't nobody picking up no telephone. Let's just be real. In some of these schools, they ain't picking up nothing. They picking up nothing. Because a lot of them over there by the water cooler talking and discussing other folk business. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. But one thing about it is I don't go aggressive. And if the student get aggressive when I'm trying to talk, I back up. I back up out of their space so they won't come in my space. But that student had no business behind that teacher desk. Now, I'm going to go on and say this. If she that's disrespectful, you going to give me my effing phone. She that's disrespectful at home. Y'all, come on now. We finna tell the truth here. She that's disrespectful at home. Ain't nobody got no business cussing their mama out. Ain't nobody got no business cussing their teacher out. And the teacher ain't got no business cussing the children out. Now, I'm going to move on. Let me see what my chat's saying. Trying to get a date for Friday night. What's going on Friday night, Miss Jean? Miss Monica said that the student was definitely in the wrong period. The children are bold now. No respect. What's up? No, it's no respect. It's none. I totally agree. It's no respect. I'm telling y'all, it's no respect. And they ain't got to be in high school not to be respectful. You got something that's in elementary school that's disrespectful. Oh, the teacher at the water cooler. Okay, well, she need to be in that office. Or whoever the administrative assistant need to be answering that telephone and get somebody down now. I mean, really, let's just be honest. Now. When I saw, because see, you can kind of tell when things about to get out of control. I would have tried to remove myself from the situation. Giving her back the phone, I'm not necessarily going to say I would have done that. I'm not. If I took it, I took it for a reason. I just didn't just take it. This girl, I'm sorry, but this young lady, in my opinion, because we don't know, we wouldn't now, we ain't seen the whole thing. We haven't. We don't know what happened before they started taping and decided to let it out. We don't know. All this is allegedly. Let me put my disclaimer up here. Everything is allegedly for me and my squad over here, just being Lisa. We don't know. We're over here trying to chop it up to figure out what's going on. We really don't know. They gave us a little bit, tiny bit of this, and by this, we can come up with something. But we don't know because we wasn't there. And we also can't say what we would do or we would not do. You know why? Because you have to be faced with those situations before you can say what you'll do. You don't know. We don't know what we'll be doing from one minute to the next. So we got to be careful saying what we wouldn't do. Now, I would hope that I would be poised enough to basically get myself out of that situation. That's why it's hard to teach high school. I don't care. It's hard because they know everything they think they do anyway. They know more than you, and they don't mind getting up and And if they think they bad and they got all that mouth, they will try you. I don't care who you are, they'll try you. So then what do you do? Because you know they get bold in front of these friends now. So what do you do? Now I want you to take yourself and put yourself in that situation. What would you have done? What would you have done, Miss Jean? Do you know? Because see, we don't know. We speculate. What would you have done, Miss Jean? What would you have done, Miss Monica? Miss Yvette? Miss Charlene? Okay, Miss Yvette say she as a grown up still wouldn't think that she would do that. So Miss Yvette, you're willing to just stay there until help come if she, if she beats you into a coma. I'm just asking. I'm just asking, Miss Yvette. Okay, Miss Yvette said, I still think I know she mean as a grown up, as a grown individual of authority would not be doing that. Okay, I would have asked her politely to go to her seat, and I would have went out the door to the office. Okay, all right. What's somebody else? What you think you would have did, Miss Charlene, Miss Rosemary, Miss Mike Carter, Miss Monica? What y'all think y'all would have done? Y'all think y'all would have went out and I would remove myself or told her to go to the principal office. Amen, amen. Hey, Miss Kathy, you got to go up there and hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, you got to go hit it, Miss Kathy. I got to show you how to do it, baby. We got to hit the thumbs up for just being Lisa. Let me see, can I find her? Let me see, can I? There she is. There is Lisa right there. And there's our live, y'all. There's our live. Let me see, can I? And then you go out and you hit that X button. Y'all gonna hit that X button, and then you gonna go get a video of thumbs up, and then you're gonna go back and hit the live. Y'all, so yo got 11. Let me turn this down, y'all. I can't stand to hear me talking. All right, I don't even have to look at this. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see y'all in here talking about the dog. I just don't understand it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna call you back when I finish my live, Uncle Paul. Okay. 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 Okay, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all. Let me see now. Y'all still there? Yeah, y'all still there. Y'all wouldn't have left the dog. Okay, well, okay, wait. I've been missing it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me get any comments. Hold on. I would have sent her to the office before any before any licks would have been passed, Miss Monica said. And then I got my head busted. Wait a minute. I got my head busted open by one of my students one time, and I didn't do that. Okay, what did you do, Miss Yvette? Miss Yvette said that, I think. See, they want let me go back up here, but Miss Yvette said that I was driving, but I think I would dance. Okay, I got you. I got what you said, baby. Okay. Okay. All right, Miss Harris. Okay, baby. Oh, that's okay, baby. That's all right. That's all right. My teacher didn't dress like that when I was going to school, Miss Miss G said that the teacher was wrong because okay, this day and age you cannot put your hand on no one's children over a phone. I'm surprised other teachers. I was surprised about that too because they heard them, but a lot of people say they ain't gonna say nothing. They none of their business. The young lady was wrong for trying to grab the phone. She was wrong for trying to grab the phone. She was disrespectful. If that teacher would have turned her back, that girl would have knocked. She would have. Yes, Greg, I agree. I totally agree. Now, in my younger days, sister, Miss Jane, an elder used to say, if you're bold enough to step into adults arena and land the first swing punch, then you have made a conscious decision to accept the consequences for your action. I think I like exactly what you have said, Miss Scott. And this is the thing. And I'm not saying nobody should be beating up children or anything, but Miss Monica says she also, I read that her parent didn't approve of what her daughter did. Because, see, her daughter been out of control at home, in my opinion. That's in my mind. My mind goes to tell me that this child has been trouble, that this child has been causing trouble, and might have been bullying other kids. We never know, because she was mighty bold to step to the teacher. Mighty bold. Okay. I still think as a grown person, authority would not be doing that. Okay. I wouldn't have asked her politely to go to her seat. I would have went out the door to the okay. Okay. I would have removed myself. Okay. Amen. Amen. This is my first time seeing this. Okay, Miss Kathy. A lot of people first time, baby. I would have sent her to the office before any licks was passed. I got my head busted open. I got my head busted open by one of my students one time, and I did not do that. What did you do, Miss Ivette? Don't forget to share. Thank you. Share, y'all. Share and give me them thumbs up. I would have went to the office. These children are so disrespectful these days. Yes, ma'am, they are, Miss Kathy. Miss Rosemary, I was driving, but we know what Miss Rosemary would have done. I'm back. If that teacher would have turned her back, that girl would have knocked her out. Yes, she would have. Yes, she would have. I believe that. If that, okay, my younger days, okay. All right. So it's mixed opinions. Y'all, please, I got 14 watching, 13 thumbs up. Y'all hit the thumbs up on here. This is what I'll say. You always try to de-escalate anything that's happening in any situation. You try to my teacher didn't dress like that. Y'all talking about the teacher. My teacher didn't dress like that. She asked for it. She got it. She was protecting herself. You don't what she would have done. You don't know. And this same teacher said that you noticed that somebody kicked somebody unconscious. Somebody pulled a gun. See, we ain't living in the days when I grew up. We ain't living in the days when I went to high school, because you wouldn't have got your behind up out that chair. See, them the days I was living in. You wouldn't have got up out that chair and asked for nothing. No phone back or nothing. You would have went home and you would have let your parent handle it. You wouldn't have said anything. And I told y'all I didn't get in the whooping, but my daddy would have came to that school and he would have beat the hell out of me had I done something like that. And I'm just being honest with you. He would have. My dad didn't take disrespecting those teachers, your elderly. My daddy did not take that. He just didn't. He would have came now, and people like to say, you go to the school, you whoop them, this will happen, and whatever. My father has said, verbatim out of his mouth, I'm going to raise them for. I'm going to raise them. I'm going to raise them so the damn system don't raise them. And he said that. He said, or the streets don't get them killed. Those was his words. He always said that. And one day I said, Daddy, why you always say that? Because remember now, I was young. My father died at 16. But I asked my father, why did he say that? I told him we all graduated early. But my father didn't play. He didn't play. He didn't play about certain things. And sitting around and looking at elderly mouth, and especially going up there telling the teacher what they're going to give you. My father would have beat you right in there in front of him and told you to call whoever you want to call. I take care of them. That's the way he spoke boldly about it. Now, if somebody violated us, they was going to get the same thing. That's the same thing with my son. Yes. Now, my father just wouldn't let nobody just whatever. But that girl was wrong. I don't care what nobody say. I do not condone student-teacher fighting. I don't care what the situation is. I don't condone it. I don't condone it today and won't condone it tomorrow. But the children got to stay in their place. See, these children don't got out here and start cussing their parents out, jumping on their parents. Y'all know that ain't right. My opinion, just from the clip, me, I would have ran past her and out the classroom door for some help. That's right, Miss Scott. Because you always have to de-escalate the situation. You see, I tell my people to remove yourself. If you find yourself in a situation, in a counseling situation, try to get yourself out of there. I remember when I was in the fifth grade, a student tried to fight a teacher, and the teacher threw the student on top of the desk. And nothing probably happened, did it, Miss Monica? Hey, Miss Bobby. I had to go to the court. I did not hit him back, and one of the kids did go get help. I would I would never, that's me. I could never hit someone else's child. His parents also did not approve of it also. Okay. And I understand that, Miss Abed, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. But a lot of times and a lot of instincts, when somebody put their hands on you, it's the instinct to hit back. Now, I didn't say that that was the right thing, but it's the instinct. That's why I tell everybody stay in their place. You stay in your place, stay in your space, and let me stay in my space. And everybody be good. Hey, Miss Babin, I believe that as well. See, that's the point that I'm trying to get, Miss Kathy. The student shouldn't have never been at the desk. But they charged the teacher and the student. They charged both of them with the same thing. Right, that's just me, and I understand that, Miss Aveda. Ain't nobody judging that. Nobody. Because I understand that. But in these days, I want you to hear me. These kids are going around killing other kids. And if they'll pull a gun out and kill one of their siblings, one of their friends, they'll pull it out and kill you. So the only thing I do is go into survival mode in any situation that I'm in. Now, I do not condone teachers and student fighting. I don't condone. I don't even condone fighting. Why? What's the use? Dogs and animals get out and fight. We people. I don't condone that. Mm-mm. And if I told you I did, I'd be telling a lie. I don't condone none of that. I can't believe what Greg said. Greg said there is nothing that teacher could have done differently because that girl had already taken it to another level. I believe that. I believe that. See, this is the thing. They don't even tell you how bad it is. It's the teacher got beat up, fractured hand and everything. One caught her from the back and beat her down, and the other one caught her from the front, and both of them together beat her. And they went around and said, huh, we beat her. AS says, we don't beat her. That ain't been happening too long ago. Somebody sent me that clip. I just didn't bring it to. It was like, I really wasn't feeling good. The chat was kind of, feeling down too. So I didn't bring nothing down to that. But that happened. Right, it's getting really bad. It's getting bad, Miss Iver. Regarding the elderly, Bruce spoke of. She was no joke and didn't play with anyone. She didn't care how old you were. She was my favorite. May she rest in peace. I had a teacher like that. I don't care. That woman didn't play. When she tells you to come in and you have your seat, you take your seat. When she tells you you don't get up out that seat till you raise your hand, she meant every word she said. When she said we're not having no foolery today, I think it was a math class. She said, a lot of y'all in here don't know your timetable, so you can't do your division. So don't you open your mouth, let me teach. And if you got a question, I'll answer. We went in there every day like soldiers. Every day. Sat down, we tried to be very, very quiet, getting our stuff out of our bags and everything. And when she turned around, you better not be talking. You better have it and you better been writing it down. And I am just like Miss Scott. That was one of the best teachers I've ever had. One of the best. I felt like she was mean, but my father, I would go home and, I would tell him. Or if he was on leave, I would tell him. But, because see, the last 4 or 5 years, we didn't travel with my father. We came, my mama said we needed stability. So we didn't travel with him. So we came on back, we came on back to Georgia. But my daddy kept on because, he had to, retire. And so when he would call, he would say, how did your day go? Lisa, I said, well, Dad, let me tell you. it didn't go good. And I said, Miss so and so, she just mean. He said, well, tell me exactly what she said and what she did. And I would tell my dad, he said, oh, you'll be fine. Hell, you just ain't used to me us saying that to you and talking to you like that. You gonna be fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that woman. He immediately said that. I said, but dad, he's don't be done but dad and me. When the woman do something to you, then you come back and tell me. But if she tell you to set your ASS down and y'all learn these multiplication division, I said, I know my multiplication. He said, I didn't say you. You ain't the only one in the class. How many other people in there? See, that's how he talk. I swear, dad, that's 20 more. He said, okay, that's just you. You and 20 more. Sit down and shit. You know, that's how he talk. And you know, and people sound like, no, that's just how my daddy talk. Did he love me no any less? Of course not. No. My daddy was a man, a man. He just was. He controlled his house and he controlled his daughters. He did. And I thank God I had parents like him. I thank God like him and my mother. Because I respect elderly. I do. You know, I have some that come in my class that's older try to tell me what to do. Child, I laugh. I laugh, and at the end, they laugh. They cannot spark me. They can say whatever they want. I don't say nothing but I say, okay, baby. You know, just have that so you can pass that test. That's all I say, okay. So you have, and at the end, they'll, you know, come back and say, you know, you was the best professor I ever had. See, I respect my elders. I respect folks. But one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do it in the streets and nowhere else. I'm not going to stand around and let nobody just beat me to a pulp. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try to de-escalate the situation. I'm going to try to get out the situation. But some situation is hard to get out of. Student could have cut her. The student could have shot her. Student could have did anything. Because you don't know. We take classes where when they having all them big clothes and stuff, a lot of stuff, guns and everything, knives and everything, are hid in those pockets. Yep. And you know what? Believe it or not, they could paddle. They could paddle you. Back in the day and did not have to ask your parent. They could. Now, again, what I say, y'all, things are getting bad. Or should I say, have somebody say they have gotten bad, dog? They've gotten bad. So what do? We can talk about it all day long. But what are the situations that we do? Now, she did say some things when she was talking. I may have that video. She had a video of when she came out and gave her little story. Wait, let me see. She came out and gave her little story. Somebody said, turn to God. Okay, Simon, thank you. Follow the Lord, Simon, if you're not following us. Turn to God. That's right. But on that day, would it help? Turning to God on that particular day, would it have helped anybody? I'm just asking. Because this thing got in her hands so quickly. Would it help? And what about if don't nobody believe in God? That teacher went into survival mode. She have children at home. In the second video, she said she was leaving that profession. Her life had already been threatened. Yes, they are. They're getting death threats. Yep, they're getting death threats. People are threatening them. And anything, you should turn to God. But I will tell you, God give you common sense. And in this situation, he give you common sense now. Yes, he does do that. He gives you common sense. If you know somebody got outside and you know they shoe, why you gonna go out there? You know they shoe. I just told you they got an active shooter outside. Why you gonna turn around and go outside? And then you're gonna say, well, Doc, I was counting on God. I already warned you. God already sent somebody to warn you me. But you still went out there. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Not trying to be funny, but do y'all kind of hear what I'm saying? This world is very wicked, and we okay. Simon said this world is very wicked. We all we can do is pray, follow God, and expect that the world will fall because evil leads to it. Does it does, Simon? Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And God expects you to use your. He does. That's right, Miss Monica. God gives us all common sense. Now wait a minute. I got 16 people viewing me, but only 13 thumbs up. Let us get to 15. Yes, God wants us to use our common sense. I totally agree with you. I would turn to God after and ask Him to get me out of this trouble. And I'm not judging you on that, Miss Rosemary. I'm not. I'm not judging you because ain't nobody just sitting around letting folks beat the hell out of them. They're not. No disrespect to you all by using the word hell. I say I don't remember the paddle with the holes that on Greg, you and Miss Jean. What kind of paddle is that? That's right. Come out the closet and get these thumbs up. Jesus is Lord. Yes, Simon. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Now, Simon, if you hadn't hit that subscribe button, you hit the subscribe button for Just Being Lisa. I do. Oh, I know you do. Miss Yvette said she pray. I know Miss Yvette pray. She pray for. I know she be praying for me. It's a big wooden ping pong paddle with holes in it. And they beat you. They beat you with it, Miss Jean. They hit you with. I mean, educate the dog. Cause I don't know what they do. What they do with it? They beat you. They on the bottom. Oh, I already don't gave my life over to Christ. So you don't have to subscribe for that reason. Because Christ is within me. Christ is love, and that's what I am. So I already given my life over to Christ and plenty of people on my squad. We have given our life to Christ. Miss Bobby said she got hit with it once, Greg. Yes, things are bad. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Tammy. Hey, honey. Yeah, I am drinking. I sure am. It's drinking water. I drink water. Now, don't you come over here judging now. Because I hate to ban you. But if this is water, yes, I am drinking. And I'm drinking water. And I poured the water into here. So who are you to be judging if you don't turn your life over to Christ? Who are you to come over here and judge? Simon, you said, but you're drinking. And I'm drinking cold water. So who are you to come and judge if you have given your life over to Christ? No, I don't care what it looks like. But the doc don't drink at all. I'm who I say I am. But that you came over here judging. Hey, honey. Hey, CC. And thou should not judge. That's in the Bible. And that's what you did. You judged me quickly. Yes, if you stop drinking. That's what you said. And I don't drink. And if I did drink, it wouldn't be on this live. I'm waiting. Because I bring people to the front of the class. And, and with the judgmental spirit, you don't have to subscribe. I don't need you. I got plenty of subscribers. Plenty on here and plenty over on Facebook. I'm waiting. See, that's what's wrong with this world. It's a lot of judgmental people out here. They'll say they following Christ, and they'll say they for Christ, but then they'll start judging folk on what they doing. When they sit behind these keyboards and you don't know what they doing. See, that's the problem I have with people. And how do we know they don't turn their life over to Christ? That's my issue with people. You were not acting very Christ-like either. You know what? Let me get rid of you. I'm finna get rid of you because honey, I ain't got time for you now. No, I don't. I do not have time for you. But I'm gonna finish this comment. Just saying, you not acting very Christ-like, and neither are you. You're judging. You don't. You shouldn't judge. Thou should not judge. You're not the Lord. I'm looking out for you, sister. You're not looking out for me because I don't drink. So you can't be looking out for me. If you're looking out for me for drinking water, then something's wrong with you. Okay? If you drinking, which you're not, me as the brother in Christ, I'm obligated to point out your wrongdoing if I was doing something wrong. But I wasn't doing anything wrong. You need to sit back and observe before you open your mouth. That's what you need to do. This psychologist do not drink. Okay? If cold water is going to get me into hell, I'm going every day. I'm going every day. But you coming over here talking about you as being a Christ, like you trying to help me. You can't help me. Not you. You ain't gonna draw nobody to Christ judging them. No, 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 sir. You're not. You're not. And I wanted to make sure. Talking about if you give yourself over to life, Christ, you child. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. You need to go and pray about judgment and about judging your sister and your brother and see, are you really walking Christ-like? That's what you need to go and ask. Now, for now, goodbye. Go find another live to mess with, okay? And leave just being Lisa alone with your foolery. Goodbye. You're gone. That's the thing about a content creator. We can get rid of people like you who come over to start trouble. Yeah, everything to the left. But you was disrespectful. Didn't mean any disrespect, but you were disrespectful. Yeah, you were. To come on my live and be disrespectful, to me, it was disrespectful. You came on my live. I didn't come on yours. This is my platform, not yours. No, no. Maybe some of that. Go back to your Bible study, okay? Goodbye. Good day. Let me make sure you're gone on this side as well. Because I know you're going on the other side. See, I just don't have time for this. When I'm out here trying to help folks, I don't have time for people. Okay, I'm going to remove the comment. It's gone. And you should be gone. Oh, we love you with Christ as well. We do. See, y'all, let me tell y'all something. A lot of people come on to destroy, to disrupt things. They do. And you have to just go ahead and put them out because if you don't put them out, you still have to love them. I tell y'all that all the time. But to come over here and say, if you stop drinking, I could say you stop lying. Share, everybody, share. Okay, back to this. Missy Grace. Check this out. The scripture says, turn the other cheek. But had she did, that girl would have hit her. Yeah, she would have. Because now she the one went to hit her. And she blocked her. Love enough to say good. That's right. Bye-bye. That's right. We don't entertain it, Miss Jackson. Oh, God. By grace and miss. It's the first time. It is. It is. There's no judgment zone on this live. You assume exactly. You assume that I was drinking, and it's cold water. Get out. Get. Oh, you know what? But that's okay because everything is already predestined. Even if a person drink and they had stopped drinking and they came and they said, Doc, I don't stop drinking. Okay, I'm gonna take you at your word. Until you show me something else different, I'm gonna take you at your word. And I'm not gonna, people see. I don't know if you all have, but I have. I've worked at a an addiction center when I was getting my master's. Um, Alcohol and drug abuse center, and I never judged those people. No, 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 no. And the reason why I said those people because when we was in session one night, a guy referred to them as those people. I said, "What you mean those people?" That's I'm gonna keep that can kicking, Miss Rosemary. I said, "What do you mean those people?" I said, "I repeated it for what you say." I said, "We're all people. We're all loved by the same Father. Now, because you got into this drugs, alcohol, or whatever, you're trying to get yourself out of it, and I'm not gonna judge you. See, I don't judge people. People have called and told me that they stopped drinking and they backslid and they had a glass. I ain't talk about them. No. I said, you got to get yourself back on the right track, baby. Yes, yes, ma'am. You got to get yourself back on the right track. And they did. Okay. I'm just telling you, y'all, we got to stop. I mean, not only that, it's so much other stuff happening. I was reading about the young lady that was 20. Y'all, we can't even pull up in a driveway no more. Do we may be killed for it? I started to go off, but I didn't know anything about YouTube. I'm glad you did, Miss Jean. Well, no need. No need. But they pulled up. Sometimes people can't understand things. But if it was your child, if it was your grandbaby, if it was your bonus child, if it was somebody you love, how would you feel? Oh, I don't know, baby. Miss Kathy, I don't know, baby. He gone. He gone. May the Lord be with him. Because we still got to pray for his soul. No matter how nobody, y'all, we still got to pray for the soul. We still got to, they still need their soul to be saved. I tell people that all the time. They say, how can you say that? Because they do. Now, I don't too much think much going to happen to the child nor the teacher. They gave them with a simply better or something like that. I will follow the story and we'll talk it and we'll chop it up. But y'all, in my day of growing up, we never had a teacher and a student fight that I think about it. Simple assault, okay. All right, Miss Jackson said it was a simple assault charge. I think both of them received them. And I do understand what Miss Yvette is saying. I do. Miss Yvette, this is what Miss Yvette saying. It should never get to the point of that bad to where a teacher and a child is fighting. That's what Miss Yvette is saying. And I get it. I got it from the start. I didn't judge what she said, but that's what she's saying. She said, y'all, look at this picture. A teacher and a child should never get in a fight. But I've known people, y'all, not when I was going, here recently, them parents get on them buses to fight them kids. You think I'll go to a bus stop and wait for a bus stop and get on there and talk about some foolery like that? Not me. And at the birthday party, they arrested another young man who was only, yes, they have arrested 3 people in that. Me either. We went to school to learn. We did. We didn't have none of that. Child, you better not even talk back to him. My daddy called it sassing. You go there sassing them teacher at that schoolhouse. Cause they used to say you go there sassing them teachers at that schoolhouse. Then you gonna come back here and you gonna deal with me and your mama. Yeah. Y'all remember that? I told y'all I was raised old, especially, and my auntie Betty. Now, what my auntie Betty was a little bit different about it. She just said, they didn't do nothing to my baby, did they? She gonna always say that, did they do anything to my baby? My dad said they ain't did nothing to her. They ain't did nothing to her. They just told them to go in there and sit down and shut up. And she ain't used to that. But it's different teachers with different personality. And my dad was right about that. Just different teachers, different personality. But did they treat us bad? No, they loved us. One teacher loved them enough that they knew they didn't want nobody picking at them, bullying them. They had clothes and soap and everything in the bag. Clean clothes. And sometimes, y'all might not believe it. Sometimes they had to bathe those kids. They did. And they did it. They gave them snacks. They kept snacks. They used to keep their little refrigerators in there. And they used to keep y'all might not remember. Y'all may be younger than me and don't remember this. But they used to have the little Jello cups and the little pudding. Yeah, y'all remember the little pudding cups? And they used to have the little things of not Oreo, but graham crackers. And a lot of days they would have some peanut butter and apples. And they would cut the apples up. Now, I don't know what they did to keep them from being brown. Some people say they put lemon juice on them. I don't know. But they would cut the apples up and put it in the peanut butter, and they'll give it to you. And sometimes this teacher, she said, consider not worrying so much about why they keep going back there, and they come back so happy. She would cut up a lot of the individual apples and have one in a Ziploc bag with some peanut butter for all the kids. And we absolutely loved it. That was my science teacher. Every time I see her, I hug on her. I love her. But this was our first class we went to. This is the first lady we saw. She didn't want them messing with them other kids. I go up there and tell her now how much I love her. I do. I go tell her now. I still go to her house and tell her how much I love her. Because she loved us. She loved children. And one day, I'm going to say little Johnny came in. I don't know what wrong with little Johnny. She told little Johnny to put his coat up. We had a place where you put your coat set or whatever. And little Johnny said he went pulling his coat off that day. I almost called the teacher name. When little Johnny said he was going to pull his coat down that day, we all put our heads on the desk. Everybody put their head on the desk. You know why? Because she was going to come back talking. She said, what you say, little Johnny? For example. He said, She said, no. You weren't studying a few minutes ago. What did you say? And he tried to say, no. She said, baby, come to the front of the class. See, that's why I get bringing them to the front of the class. Just come to the front of the class, baby. Still being real nice, still smiling. She said, now, tell the class what you just told me. He said, I wasn't going to take my coat off. I wasn't going to put it over there. She said, say it a little loud. I can't hear you. By that time, I'm laughing. That's what we finna get it. She said, you go ahead and take your place in the corner, Lisa. I'm going to call her now. I said, what did I do? When I said that, I put my whole hand over my mouth and just like, please don't say anything. Please don't say anything, y'all. So when little Johnny put his coat over there and everything, she told him to go back to his seat. She came over there. She said, baby, I just don't want you cutting up in here. Now, I can go to your parents. And you know what your dad'll do once he get home from leave. I said, yeah. I said, but I didn't mean no harm. She said, I know. Now, you take a seat. And I think I had to write 5 sentences. Or 10 that say, I won't be laughing out of turn. It was something like that. Y'all remember them sentences? Because y'all done wrote them too now. Y'all remember? Don't y'all be looking at the doc. Y'all done wrote them sentences too. I wouldn't want the student in my classroom anymore. Oh, no. No, Miss. Oh, no. No. If they knew like we did, they better get all the education they can get. Come on, Miss Jackson. We knew better not to stand and talk back. We did. Because you're going to get beat at home. You're going to get beat now. I remember, right. You remember things like that, Miss Jackson. You do. You do. And when you get home and your mama asks you what happened at school, that's the first thing you got to tell her. Because if you don't tell her, and they tell her, ooh, it ain't good. in in the school I went to, they had they sure did. They had the clothing room for the children. Well, call me crazy, but I guess I was the only jackrabbit that liked going to school as a child to my graduation time. Oh, I love to go to school. Because, you go to school, you get to see your friends and stuff, especially, as I got older, as I started getting in different things and stuff. You ready for summer to get over so you can get back to school. And don't you be liking no little boy. You want to really get on back. Miss Jackson, you had to write them. Miss Jackson, how about 50 times? Y'all remember that? You and Chad, this same lady, you had to get your sentences signed by your parent. Oh my God. Me and my BFF sister, I was trying to get her to sign the sentences. She said, if I sign the sentences, we both gonna get in trouble. So I had to go in there and tell my mama. But before I told my mama, I had called and told my auntie Betty what had happened. And was real sad with my auntie Betty. So my auntie Betty was able to talk to my mama. And things didn't happen the way I thought they would. She just said, don't be doing it no more. Sit down, don't be laughing out, and you do your work. But if I hadn't got to my auntie Betty first, ain't no telling what would have happened to me. I'm telling you, ain't no telling what would have happened to Lisa. Because our parents just didn't play that. You had 100 times, Greg? Greg said, yes, I had to write the sentence 100 times. I told y'all knew about them sentences now. Y'all want to laugh at me. We were taught the same thing. Respect your elders or else. When you get home, don't let them say they'll deal with you or they get you for the old and new. Y'all got parents like that. They say, I'm going to get you for the old and new. Oh, yeah, just 10. We had to write 20 or 30, but look how many Greg had to write 100. Yes, Lord. And your hand be killing you. And you're trying to hide it from your mama. And you feel her. And she said, what you doing? What you doing, Lisa Michelle? I said, oh. She said, you heard me the first time. I said, right, I need 10 sentences that you're going to have to sign. But again, I be on talk to Auntie Betty. And Auntie Betty be on smooth that thing over for me. I ain't lying. She be everything I got into. Auntie Betty could get me out of it. I hate flowers. I never been in detention. Now, I did. I was in detention my ninth grade year. Yeah, I went in detention for fighting. But it was in school suspension, not out of school. It was in school. So all day, I think for like 3 days, I had to go. And it was because somebody that was a senior, I guess at y'all school too, the seniors thought that they ruled everybody. Well, they didn't rule me because my father taught me different. And so the girl said, go get my tray. So you better go get your own tray. If you're going to eat, you're going to go get your own tray. I said, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of all y'all. And she said, look, girl, I said, girl, you come over here. You may be picking yourself up out them stairs. And honey, she came on over there. And the rest is history. Because y'all know Lisa didn't do anything but smile. Y'all know that. Y'all know Lisa didn't never smile. But Lisa had to go to detention for 3 days. My dad went over there. He was home too. Ooh, child, he went over there. And but he didn't do anything to Lisa because his Lisa hadn't done nothing, he said. He gave us, oh my Lord. Right. Only thing my mother to do was walk across the field to the school, and she wasn't coming empty-handed. Y'all know with the day they wouldn't let us get away with that stuff. A lot of stuff children get away with and talking up under their breath. Ooh, you got your teeth knocked out. They just didn't play back then. Do y'all think that was a good thing or a bad thing? Put it in the comments. Oh, I hated standing in the corner. I hated for somebody from the other class to come and see us standing in the corner. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. How about those parents waiting for you to go to sleep? Come on, Miss Jackson. It's my God a good thing. I think it was. I think it made us better. Um, I wouldn't give anything for my growing up. Anybody wish they had grown up differently? Anybody? I just was always love, and family was always taught that was the best to have a family. That it was nothing better than having a good family, a family that loved you. I appreciate it. I feel like if I hadn't had that, I wouldn't have turned out the way I did. The generation is missing structure. They really are. All seriously, they are. They're missing guidance. Nobody's guiding them. Um, and they're missing, most importantly, love. And that ain't really their fault, because you can go and buy your children a two, $300, $400 pair of shoe. Don't necessarily mean that you should. We could, just because you can afford to go get a Tesla, don't mean you should actually go buy one. And I'm being serious now. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't go back into change the thing. The only thing, if I had to say anything, Miss Monica, I think I would say that my father should have been a little bit more stricter with me. And the only reason why I say that is because when you have a child and you give a child almost everything that they want, when something happens and they can't get it, it almost kills them. It does. And I'm going to tell y'all a story about Miss Very Spoiled Lisa. Very spoiled. A bratty spoiled. When I first started college, I wanted a Honda Accord. I had said it, all my high school year, Mama, I want a Honda Accord. When I graduate, I want a Honda Accord. I want it on the field. I want it to either be black or hunter green. I want a bow on it to be pink or white. Start. I I had this vision, and just this vision. I said, Mama, that's what I want. And so, my father died. And we graduated early, so I was getting ready to graduate. So I said, Mama, I said, remember what I told you that I wanted? She never really said anything or whatever. She just said, yeah, I heard you. So, I went to my auntie bed, and in my auntie bed, and I should have known something then. She said, well, baby, if you don't get the Honda, you should be thankful for whatever God gives you. That's what she told me. I said, huh? I should be able to get the Honda Accord, the LX. I already seen it. I seen the one I want. Well, I graduated, y'all. And when I got home, Lisa did not have a Honda Accord. She had a black Hyundai. A black Hyundai. And everybody and my aunt said, but baby, it's new. That's my auntie Betty saying, and hugging me. We walk around the car and everything. And, you know, tears start rolling down. And my sisters was saying, Mama, just take it back. She ain't grateful. She ain't thankful and all that stuff. And, you know, I think I spent the night with my auntie Betty that night and just cried, laid over and just cried on her. She said, it's going to be okay, baby. It's going to be okay. Remember now, I got other sisters in college. And so I had to keep that Hyundai. I had to keep it. But y'all, the next 2 years, I beat that thing up. I didn't treat it right or anything. And one day when I came home, it was like maybe 5 days before my birthday. My mama had bought me a Honda Accord. Now let me tell you how she should have got a belt and whooped my behind in. I said, Mom, I don't want a Honda no more. I want a 4Runner. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what she said. I'm not gonna tell y'all what she said because I don't think we can talk like that on here. So I am not gonna tell you what she said. But that it was being spoiled, ungrateful, and she should have took the Hyundai back. And I didn't have no car. But she said a brand new car was bought for you. And you're gonna act like this? And I'm crying like it ain't the Honda. It ain't the Honda LX. The green. The black with the tinted one. Come on now, y'all know I needed a butt whipping for that. She did. I told you I can't say that stuff on here, Miss Monica. But my auntie Betty right there, she said, well, okay now, all right now, you don't say it enough to the baby now. She got it. She gonna keep the car. And I hear my mama say she ain't got no choice but to keep it. My mother told the school that the vice principal was allowed to hit me because I'll go off on him. What? What Miss Tammy said? You were good. We had to work and get our own. I told y'all it was story time and it went good. Miss Tammy, I told y'all that. Now, looking in hindsight, I should have been thankful. Some children didn't have no new car to ride in. But she made it for me. But I have told my mom I'm sorry several times since that. But she told me that if you get a 4Runner, you'll buy it yourself. And I don't buy all three of mine. She told me that. If you get one, you're going to buy it yourself. Let me tell him what she said. And honey, my mama was striving to be like my auntie Betty, but she hadn't got that yet. Child, she said a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, she did. But it was me. That was selfish of me, y'all. That was so very selfish. I'm gonna tell y'all more selfish stories about me. But you know what? That taught me though. That was the lesson that I learned. And I wish my father had said no to me several times before that big no came. I really did. My sisters didn't care. They long they were riding, they didn't care what they did. As long as they riding, they didn't care. They like Miss Jackson, they just want to ride. You're lucky your say get a job, you can buy whatever you want. My mom pretty much said, just go to school and I'm gonna do exactly what your daddy would have did. But she said, but your daddy would have got that Honda Accord. I ain't getting it. You ain't the only child I got. I got other children too, and I got to help them too. That's what she said. I know, Miss Harris. I thought y'all would be feeling sorry for me, but y'all not. Ain't nobody on here felt sorry for me about receiving that Hyundai. Nobody. But those are the things that we can go back and look at, and we can really. And I'm being honest about this. We got to be grateful for the things that we have. because mama didn't have to do any of those things. She didn't have to buy me that car, but she did. But she didn't have to buy it. And she definitely didn't have to go back and get the Honda when she told me ain't nothing wrong with that Hyundai. You the one make it flood and do all that. You do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that car. My mama kept that car another 5 years. She said, didn't I tell you when nothing wrong with? She told my aunt, she said, didn't I tell you when nothing wrong with this car? That's her. Greg said he had a Hyundai hatchback and he loved it. Well, Greg, I want it. The Accord. Well, y'all, I'm glad I had this time with you all. We had a great time. I love each and every one of you all. But y'all, I'm about to jump off. Jason said you would have rolled into the wheel fell off. I thumb in a ride. I love each and every one of you all. Thank y'all for coming over here. I love you. This is just being Lisa. I don't know. I may pop up on Facebook. I love you, Miss Yvette, baby. Lots of love to you. Lots of love to you, Miss Baby. I still have a Hyundai and ain't nothing wrong with them. I should have had a good whipping for it. Have a blessed night, Miss Jackson. I love all of you all. Y'all, thank y'all for coming over here and pulling up with the knowing. You know, but she'll be back. She will be back. Thank you, Miss Scott. I love each and every one of you all. Y'all, this is just being Lisa, and I'm out.